Hey guys, Morgaleth here, and I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but I've been playing Diablo 3. As you can see, I am level 60. I'm on Inferno right now. I'm almost done with Act 1, having a little bit of trouble with the Butcher. But yeah, I'm gonna go over my build that has gotten me this far pretty quickly and efficiently. Um, so my build, I try to make it balanced so that like with this build I can do a boss fight or take out trash very efficiently. And to start off, for my Q, I have Caltrops, which I have Hooked Spines, which increases the slow to 80%. So it's an 80% slow for 6 seconds in a pretty big AoE. Now this is mostly for trash mobs because bosses and rare packs don't really get affected by slows very much on Hell or Inferno. I think on Inferno it's like an 80 or 90% reduction. So I mean, that's still something. That's about like maybe 10% of a slow, which lets you get some distance, but not a whole lot. You can fire off a few shots at them, like with the distance you get, but that's about it. But regular packs, on the other hand, they just like pretty much come to a dead stop when they hit the trap, which is really nice. You can just kind of like stand here and spam your AoEs. So yeah, that's mostly for normal packs. Then I have Vault for my second skill on my W, or it would be like 2, but I remapped 1, 2, 3, 4 to QWER just because I'm more used to like Dota keybinds and stuff. And yeah, Vault is really helpful. It's a pretty big jump, basically like a flash only on steroids. And I use Tumble as my rune for it because then you can do 2 really fast ones with almost no cost on the second one, and that gets like some really good distance on a rare pack. Because that like doesn't count as CC or anything, so it's not affected by the reduction of CC that rare and elite packs get on Inferno. So it's like, yeah, it's more helpful on Inferno and on rare packs. For my E, I have Mark of Death with Mortal Enemy. This increases the damage done to an enemy by 12% for 30 seconds, which is a pretty long time. And yeah, that's really helpful in boss fights to like help burn them down. And Mortal Enemy gives you 3 hatred every time that you hit the enemy, and we'll come back to that actually when I get to my damaging abilities. And then lastly, Smokescreen for obvious reasons. It just makes you invisible for like 1.5 seconds. It used to be a lot more OP, but they nerfed it. But it's still pretty useful for like if you know that you're going to be hit by something, you can just dodge it because it also increases your dodge chance to like 100%. So now I have 4 defensive abilities with that. Well, I mean 4 discipline abilities rather. Not Mark of Death isn't exactly defensive, but 4 discipline abilities, and that's actually because I only need 2 real damage abilities, and that is Bola Shot with Imminent Doom, probably the most important. It's a hatred generator, so it generates 3 hatred, and it does 182% weapon damage, which is like insane. And although it does have a 2-second delay, that's like it still does the damage, just you have to wait 2 seconds, and that's like really not significant, especially on a boss fight. And also it's an AoE, which the other hatred generators are too, but it's like, I don't know, I like Bola Shot's AoE centering better. So yeah, just like 182% weapon damage while generating hatred, I couldn't not take that. It's pretty amazing. And then Elemental Arrow. When I first saw this, I actually did not think it was going to be very good, but the thing is, the arrow, like, it pierces through everything, and it can hit enemies like 2 to 3 times if they're like either standing still or run away, respectively. And when you combine that with 3 hatred every time that you hit the marked target, if they're running away, it costs 10 hatred, and if they're running away, they can get hit 3 times. That reduces the hatred cost to 1, because getting hit 3 times 3 hatred per hit is 9 hatred regenerated. And then by the time that it reaches the target, it's like, or in the time between casts, you regenerate that 1 hatred. So if your target is either running away or standing still, you lose almost no hatred while spamming Elemental Arrow. So that's why I use this build. I don't actually need any more damage abilities. Some variations of this, I have used Preparation because, like, obviously I have 4 hatred generators, so I can, discipline spenders rather. So I like just preparation can kind of help if I replace say caltrops on a boss fight, because it usually isn't very helpful unless they spawn ads. But, like on a fight like the Butcher, it's not really very effective at like doing anything. So I could use preparation to get an extra smoke screen for like a hook or something. So yeah, there are a couple of other variations that I use, such as I think it's like Fire Path for Vault, that if I want some extra damage. Trail of Cinders, it makes a path of fire that damages things. I guess like if I don't know, or Action Shot depending on the situation, just because it's like, you know, that little bit of extra damage. And also the last thing that I sometimes use is, big surprise, another discipline spender, the Companion. Yeah, just Companion with Bat on, because that's it regenerates 3 hatred per second, and yeah, what else is there to say? 3 hatred per second plus hatred from marked for death, and getting hit like 3 times with elemental arrow. You can pretty much just spam it like constantly, and that's like really good damage too, because hits like twice for 155 weapon damage, so 310% weapon damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This build has gotten me to Inferno. Butcher's giving me a little bit of trouble because he one-shots me and has like an AoE hook thing and a regular hook thing. But yeah, so I'm probably going to be making some more Diablo 3 videos in the future as well. If you liked this video, you'll probably like those, and